Well, now at 6:06, we are going to flash back on this Friday to March of 2020. The scaling down of the Arnold Sports Festival really turned the tide in Central Ohio as COVID-19 began to spread.
Continuing it as planned simply was an unacceptable risk.
So fast forward now to 18 months later, here we are.
I did say I'll be back.
That's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger there saying that a scaled-down Arnold Sports Classic returns this weekend and spectators will be in attendance. So let's get to Tino Ramos with more about this. He's at the Greater Columbus Convention Center.
And Tino, lots of people.
Yeah, Angela. Oh. Go ahead, Tracy, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, lots of folks are coming to expect this event.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, boy, we're talking about die-hard fans. They've really been waiting for something like this. And you're right, with over a year now that the convention center hasn't seen an event that really has become a staple in Columbus for decades here and pumps in millions of dollars, well, you're right. He's back. The Arnold Classic actually takes place this weekend itself here. And we can tell you, if you remember, as we just mentioned, this is the first big sporting event in Columbus that was canceled all because of the coronavirus. Let me show you that before and after, too. It's just kind of incredible pictures that we see here, because if we do take you back to these pictures of March 2020, that's when Arnold Sports Festival was prepared to go full tilt. At the last minute, the city decided it was just too dangerous to bring the crowds. So they canceled most of the event and they excluded fans from attending because of COVID. Now, let's go to the year before. This is what Columbus used to be seeing here. Hundreds of thousands of spectators and athletes from all around the world attending the Arnold Sports Festival. This is an event that generates tens of millions of dollars for the city. And now that a small portion of this event is back, the Arnold Classic, well, Brian Ross with the Experience Columbus believes this event has always been the bread and butter.
It will be the focal point, where in the past, you've had many other things going on with the Arnold Sports Festival, but this will be the focal point.
Now, we can tell you the festival and the expo, those will be coming back in March, but the Arnold Classic itself is here this weekend, too. Now, the event will actually start at 8:30 tonight. Arnold Schwarzenegger will be here in Columbus for that portion of it, but the true event, the preliminaries, start on Saturday morning at 10 and then at 7 o'clock at night here at the Convention Center. This is where the event will take place for the finals, and clearly this is going to be a busy place, Angela and Tracy, because they expect lots of fans really to show up. The first time they've seen this in more than a year.
Yeah, so they're pretty excited. But, Tino, I'm curious, did Arnold's people really have any kind of second thoughts about keeping the event in Columbus after the cancellation of so many events last year?
Yeah, you know, that's a great question, too, because I did ask that question to Brian Ross with Experience Columbus, and he had said that, you know, after they thought about it for a while and realized it was the right decision to cancel it, he did tell me that the Arnold Classic and the Sports Festival itself did sign for 2022 and 2023. So it's clear that they are very happy and very at home at Columbus. And you have to remember, this has been going on for decades here, so it looks like it's here to stay.
It's where it all started. All right, Tino, thank you so much.